Good morning, Jana here with Jana's Quilt Shop. Well, it's time for Monday morning tidbit, and I've got a good one for you too. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. We certainly did. It was a very good time. Did a lot of sewing and cooking and eating and all that stuff. But now it's time to get back in the swing of things. Christmas will be here, and I plan to make several Christmas presents before the 25th. So what I decided to do is I've created some things and been working on some ideas that I'm going to present to you in what I call pop-up tidbits. So every so often between now and Christmas, I'm going to do a pop-up tidbit. So you can look at them and work on them. It's something you can make before Christmas. So if you're interested, be sure to watch out. I have no idea when it'll be. It's just whenever I get it finished and get time to get my recording, I will pop it up on Facebook and you can see if you like it. Well, I have one of those today that, if you're like me, I have a favorite lipstick that I like to carry with me, but I get it down in my purse and I can't find it. And my daughter, who we counted over 100 chapsticks. This is one of hers. She counts this as a chapstick, but if you look here at my little tree, this is the ones I've got finished so far. These are little carriers for your chapstick or lipstick. Is that not cute? This could be made, this is Tula Pink's fabric here, and it's got a hook and a ring on it that can be clipped onto your keychain or part of your purse or anywhere you want. But look, your chapstick won't fall out if you fit it tight like this one. I have Tula Pink fabric here that I decided to do some out of. I have, well, most of that is Tula. I have a bunch of different ones that I've lined up to make more out of. Look at this one right here. This is line work from Tula, and it's one of my favorites. But look at my chapstick. I mean, the chapstick you saw, this is the lipstick down in there. See? Isn't that cute? I can clip this onto my keychain and always have it with me, and that's what I plan to do. Okay, so let me show you how to make it. All right, I'm gonna hold this up, and this is the pattern for you. This is all you've got to have right here. You're gonna need a top and a bottom fabric, 2 1/4 by 7 inch cut, and then 2 pieces of woven pellon, 2 1/4 by 7 inches. Then down here, you're going to need a ring and a hook. And you can make those as large as you want. I keep them kind of small. And then ribbon that's a 1/4 inch, about a 2 inch piece. And that will be the hang it from, so you want a good strong ribbon for that. I'll hold that up again if you didn't get it to start with. So here's some samples I have. My strips cut and ready, and then my pellon ready here. And so what I would do is take one that I want for the top and one for the back, and iron a strip of this woven pellon on the back. I've already done that on these two. So this is the Tula Pink piece. I'm going to take my ribbon and fold it in half. You will also need these things. You'll need a good pair of scissors. I use this really good stiletto that I've gotten, and I've showed y'all several times. I'll show you why in a minute. I really like it. Then you're going to need something small to measure with, and of course you'll need those to cut with. So I went over about an inch, about a 1/2 inch in half of that. So right in the middle there at the top. Whatever you want to be the top, if your fabric is directional. Well, I think I want to turn this one. This one is hard to see characters in, but I see now a face there probably. Part of it's cut off, but I need to turn it right. So I put it in the top and pin it. These are fun and easy to do. Okay, so then I'm going to put right sides together and sew it just like if it was a pillow. Put a couple pins in here. Okay. So then I'm going to start sewing down here all the way around and leave about a 3 inch opening there. 2 1/2, 3 inches there. Okay, so I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to make a scant 1/4 inch because I don't want to trim my seams. I don't want them to be bulky in there. So I'm going to do a scant 1/4 inch on my seams. Go all the way down to the corner. Pivot. I want this to fit snug, so it's important to have it cut right in the seams exactly right so that they will hold that chapstick or lipstick in there good. Okay, so I'm at the top and I'm just going to pivot and go over that ribbon, and you can back stitch over there a little bit to hold that in. Turn, and then I'm going to go down the top a little ways, leaving my opening, back stitch so it doesn't pick out. And I've got it sewn all the way around, a scant 1/4 inch. Then I'm going to come back, take my good little scissors here and trim the corners off. I trim them kind of round off up next to that, get as much of the bulk out of there so it'll turn good. Alright, so then this is where my little stiletto comes into play. You got to turn that through the hole, the top. And the top you have this little piece that you can kind of hold on to. But then when you go to do this part, you got to have something to slide it in with. And that's where I use the rubber end of this and push that on through, just like if it was an eraser on a pencil. It'll shove that on through, and you get real rough with it there. And then you get it up to where you can get in the corners, and then you use the pointy side for the corners. So I just flip it, and I try to catch in that seam part to get those pushed out and not the fabric, because if you get the fabric, one layer of that fabric, it'll go through. But if you turn it sideways and get those corners out good, you want it to look good. All right, do the top one, get those out. Got to be kind of rough with it and catching in the seam part to get that corner out over here. Okay, then we're going to have to press this really good with the steam iron. All right, so I'm going to press this side first and leave that opening over there and not catch it this time around. I'm going to go like that, making sure I get my seam good over here. Okay, if you don't get your seam good, you can take this and go around your seam, and that's a very good idea. It will pull your seam all the way out for you. Okay. All right, I've got that side. So I'm going to turn the opening towards me and be careful to keep it even and press that seam. Press that inside to the seam, to where the seam is there. Okay, I'm going to press it on that side. I'm going to flip it over and make sure I've got it real even over here. Don't want any of it to show on either side. Okay. There's the pressing. Okay, now I haven't told you this yet, but you're going to fold it up 2 3/4 inches. 2 3/4. So if you like it this way, or do you like it this way? Which way do you like it? Either way is pretty. And you can make opposites and it looks like you got totally different ones. That's what I did. So I'm going to measure this. I'm going to use this measure right here and go 2 3/4. That's it right there. All right, so then I'm going to do a very scant top stitch around because I want to make sure I catch that opening and everything. So I'm going to back stitch, start right there, go around, pivot, go all the way around. Okay, so here I go. If you go too fast, that's pretty thick with those seams. So I suggest you go kind of slow on this around the edge. Across the bottom. And just get over to the edge and come up the other side there. Alright, I'm going to back stitch just a little there to secure that because we're going to get a lot of pull on that. All the way up to the corner, turn. We almost got it. Over, turn, and then I'm going to back stitch again here, meet that other line of stitches. There we go. That's a real bright one. Some of the brighter ones are the best. Okay, so what you're going to do now is put a ring and a hook. So here's our hook. And here's our ring. So I'm going to open the ring with my fingernail. And I'm going to have to slide on that ribbon. So I put the ring on, the hook on the ring first. This part first. And turn it, it leaves the ring open so I can get the ribbon on there. So then I'm going to slide the ribbon on and then just proceed to take it around until it gets off there. There we go. Now we can clip this onto anything, and I bet my lipstick will go in there. Let's see. Snug as a bug in a rug. I hope. There we go. Snug. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Who wouldn't want one of these? Now, I'm not making my daughter 150 of these because that's how many chapsticks she has probably. But I will make her a few so she can put these on her purse or her key rings. There you go. There's my tidbit for today. Go make these. These will make a cute little Christmas presents just to throw in someone's stockings. And I'm sure anybody any age would love these. Okay. That's it for this Monday. You have a great day. And don't forget to watch for the pop-up tidbits. Thank you.